Hey guys, welcome to the All Signs reading for January. So we're going to be taking a look at all signs, Aries to Pisces, some general messages that need to come out for you, whatever you kind of need to hear for the month of January. I can't believe we're in 2026. It's crazy. I did want to let you know that I had released 5 readings. There's 4 left. Personal readings. So if you guys are interested in those, feel free to check out the link down below. It's a pre-recorded reading, so you submit your question and then I'll answer that. And then if you book a reading, there is actually an option for 50% off the 2026 Energetic Reset event that I'm hosting this Friday. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to check those out. There's only 5 spots, well, again, 4 now, available right now, and then I'll kind of open them as I have the capacity and the space for them. But let's see what's going on. So we're going to start with Aries. I've got the oracle cards fanned out here, and then we're going to pull some tarot, and we're going to finish off with a little oracle at the end. So let's see, Aries, what do you guys need to know for January? We have comfort with Hearth, number 11. So what is this about for Aries? 4 Pentacles, the Star, then we have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. So I was almost feeling like we have 10 of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. I almost feel like there's maybe, especially entering January, I do mid-month all sign readings as well. But I feel like almost entering January, Aries, it's like you're not really moving. I almost feel like you're trying to find like a level of comfort. And maybe this is because something really challenging. Yeah, we even have the 5 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. So you've been like burdened by something here. I almost feel like something's been stressful, burdensome for you, where it's like, yeah, it's like you're moving through something, you're getting over something, you're processing something, and I feel like that's why it's like things are, maybe you're like, I'm not pushing, I'm not doing anything, I'm not like trying to expand. Now with that, you could still be thinking about the future. Where am I going? What's happening? What's going on? But I almost feel like you might slowly, Knight of Cups, start to take some action towards this, but I almost feel like you're trying to figure out, like, where does my heart want to go? Where do I want to go? What's going to feel good to me right now? You're not so much worried about like progress and goals and taking action. You're more, I feel like there's a focus on like how you feel, what's going on for you. Like there could be like a very strong element of like staying inside or self-care or like literally just lounging like this little baby and the dog, right? Like with your family, with people who feel like family, with people who, and things that feel like comfort to you. I don't feel like you're not really like investing into anything right now. And I feel like that's okay. I feel like that's like what you need. The Star card here, I feel like, is you thinking about like, okay, how do I want things to look? You're healing, you're moving again through certain things, but you're also looking towards the future. So as much as you're not taking action towards anything right now, I feel like you are still thinking about it. It's still in your mind. It's still in your field that you're kind of like looking at things. And then I feel like once it's like you're going to start to kind of like get your creativity back. You're going to start to get your zhuzh back. You know what I mean? Like you're going to start to feel creative again, feel inspired again, feel motivated, but it's coming from the heart space. And so I feel like if you're not at that place, like 4 Pentacles typically in a traditional, he's got like a pentacle right over his heart chakra. And so I feel like for some of you, it's like you're not open right now. You're not ready to accept anything in or to open yourself up to anything at this point, and that's okay. I feel like it's like that's exactly, I feel like, what you need. And so I feel like this is about like what's making you comfortable. I just saw 444 on the clock. So again, there's something about like your own stability. So 4 Pentacles is a 4, obviously. Final message here for Aries. Yeah, so we have Divine Guardian. Do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead you just right. And this is the door. So it's like you're doing the right thing for yourself. I really feel like you are, if you feel like, oh, I'm not moving, I'm not doing anything, and like feeling, I don't feel like it's about that right now. You're not really meant to like be taking all this crazy action. I feel like you're meant to be getting yourself prepared for what's to come. I feel like especially over these first couple weeks of the year, like let yourself kind of chill a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's what I got for you, Aries. Hopefully that resonates for you guys. Also, Happy New Year to everybody, you know? I know it's like not really like a real New Year, but like the energetic of like the numerology does change. So there is still a shift, you know? Okay, Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Okay, so you're the polar opposite of Aries. We have number 42 with movement and speed. So they were all about comfort, coziness. We do have the Four of Swords with the King of Pentacles. Your energy, Taurus. January for Taurus. One more card here. Oh, interesting. We got the Devil energy. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. I almost feel like you need to take some movement. Interesting, the High Priestess just fell off the bottom of the deck, and the one behind it was the Seven of Pentacles. So I think you've been putting a lot of time and energy, especially your thoughts, into something. Like I almost feel like you've been... Some of you maybe have felt stuck. Some of you have been like obsessing about something, or obsessing, like trying to make something perfect, and therefore it's like no action's being taken. It feels like it's like there's something very internal that you've been working through, or again, you've been working on something, but you haven't actually taken the steps to make it a real thing. So for example, this would be like in a business or a project, or if it's like school or something, this would be like this element of like thinking about things, you know, like what am I going to do, planning, but not ever actually taking the action to finish something, to complete something, to put yourself out there, right? So there's this sense of like, it's time to get going. I feel like there's something you need to take action on. You need to like move forward with that you've kind of like, you've been resting and relaxing. And I feel like now's the time to get going. Now's the time to move. I feel like you're ready, but it's like, maybe you've been obsessing over things. You could be like, even, you know, perfectionism, overthinking things, like feeling stuck, feeling unsure, questioning yourself, questioning the path. It's time to trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust where you're feeling called. It's like you've laid the groundwork, you've planted the seeds, but now it's time to go. I feel like it's like, are you getting what you want out of the situation? Because if you're not getting what you want out of the situation, maybe you need to look at like how you're showing up with it, or the actions that you're taking. It reminds me of in business when like people are like, oh, I haven't made any sales. And it's like, but you're not even really promoting the thing that you're selling, right? So people don't even know you have it, kind of thing. It's like that type of energy. Not that you need to be in business or anything, but it's that type of energy. So it's time to like speed things up. It's time to like, and it's funny because I'm talking to a Taurus, but I almost feel like it's not so much that you have to like go fast. It's more of like, you just need to move things forward. Like it's time for the next step is what it feels like. It's like you've thought about things long enough and you are ready to move forward. You are ready to go. I think you just need to allow yourself to actually go, you know? It's like, I feel like I want to keep saying like, you've thought about this long enough. It's like shit or get off the pot kind of thing. You know what I mean? Okay. What else here for Taurus? Taurus for January. So we got this door, and it says, the sacred lotus, compassion in action, the chosen tool, and see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. So again, this is about, again, opening the door, right? See how this door is kind of like open to crack? I feel like this is, and the lotus like opens up. And so it's like allowing yourself to unfold, taking action in your own pace as well. Like you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to rush, but I feel like you do need to start moving things. There's an element of like, it needs to move, it needs to shift, it needs to, like, the next step needs to be taken. So it's not really about how fast you go, but it's more about just actually taking an action here. So hopefully that resonates for you, Taurus. That's what I got for you guys. Okay. So let's move on to Gemini. You guys got the sun with light. Number 6. I feel like saying something's coming to light. What is going on here for Gemini in the month of January for Gemini? We have the 8 of Cups. We have the 6 of Pentacles. I don't know if you guys saw that fly out. That was crazy. We have the 2 of Wands. So I almost feel like you're like seeing something clearly. I do have the Queen of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. That could be you. You could be dealing with the Queen of Wands. But we do also, again, have this light energy. Right? This kind of makes me think of Leo energy. So it's like there's thinking about the future, but I also feel like you could be working together with something or someone. Like there's this element of like a hand being offered, or like an outstretched hand, if that makes sense, where it's like, I don't know if you're getting help transitioning with something here. It's like you might really not know what the future holds, or like where you're kind of going, like you're kind of walking into the unknown, like, and maybe you're like, I don't really know where I'm going, but it's like almost like then you get this helping hand, or you get this support that starts to kind of almost like guide you. Like, I don't know if you have an idea, or if you get, again, help from a very specific person, or maybe there's something financially that you're trying to like, how am I going to do this? You could be making plans for the future with your finances as well. Like, I don't know if you're getting a loan, or maybe for some of you, like 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles can talk about a loan or like receiving money. But it also can be like, it makes me think of like a mortgage, or like an approval for something, like even if it's like a lease or something like that. It's like you might be like, I don't know how I'm going to get what I want, but I feel like there needs to be a plan. Like it's like you might need to speak to someone about like a plan, or there is something, an element of like leaving behind something. I don't really know if all of you though are leaving something. This might just be of like, I want to move forward. I'm not like, let's say it's like a house. It's like, well, I don't love where I am. So at some point you'll be leaving, but it's more about planning of like, how am I going to get to where I want to be? So if there's people around you that can help you with this, I feel like that's where you're needing to focus your attention. There's also this need to, with this Queen of Wands at the bottom, it's like have this confidence in yourself in this situation that you can do what you want to do. To make something happen. Like you have the ability. And someone might even bring this out in you because they show you, they give you the light, they show you the path, they illuminate something for you that you weren't quite seeing it with this 8 of Cups. Like you were kind of in the dark. And so you might again, I don't even want to say answers, but it's like you might see the path. You might see it more clearly because you have a person or a situation, something helping you. You guys got 2 of these. So you guys got this door. It says, morning memory, its healing gift runs a destiny course. The morning dawn, our inspired source. And it says, meditate under the sun. So some of you need to get out in the sunshine. We also have intuition with this door. It says, simple, complex, words of pain or words that heal. You come to know truth by the way that it feels. So interesting too that the sunshine was coming out in that first card because we had the sun, right? That was that oracle. So something's dawning on you. Something's, again, you're seeing something, I feel like, more clearly. And it could be coming through intuitively. Like this could be something that like you're feeling called to move in a certain way. I feel like you need to trust that. And again, it could still come through another person where it's like they're sparking like a path. Like you're kind of like, oh, I could do it this way. Or, oh, this does actually work. I can make this happen, right? It's like they're illuminating something. It's like, I don't know. I feel like you could be talking to like a professional of some sort and they're helping you figure out your path. I feel like you're moving in the right direction though. I don't feel like you're not moving in the right direction. If that makes sense. It's like, I think you're going to see that something's possible for you. So that's what I got for you guys. Let's move on. Move on to Cancer. We have number 13 with solitariness, with desert. We got the World card here. It did kind of come out almost like in reverse. What's going on for Cancer here? Here you got the Devil. Ten of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I almost feel like, especially the World that came out in reverse. Cancer, you might be feeling like you're doing everything alone. And it's like you're having a hard time accomplishing something or finishing something or ending something. I also feel like for some of you with this desert, it's like you also might feel like your energy is depleted. Like you don't have hydration. You don't have the water source. You don't have what you need to like keep going. Like things feel very dry. I almost feel like you need to do some sort of clearing here, some sort of like energetic clearing. I almost like cord. So like some of you might need to cut some cords, because I almost feel like you're, with the World card trying to come out almost like in reverse, it's like you're maybe feeling kind of stuck, like things are delayed, like something should be ended or done by now and it's not. Some of you there's a lesson that you still have to learn. There might be something that like is not allowing you to move forward because you're having to overcome a block, an insecurity, a fear, a limiting belief, something that is keeping you where you are. It's like an attachment. It could be like a shadow aspect of yourself, like even just not embracing the shadow aspect, right? And so I just feel like there's something that's still energetically, I feel like, blocking you. And it's creating a burden because you're just like, I want this done. But also you feel like you're doing it all on your own. I feel like for some of you, delegating certain things or reaching out to people who can support you in this energetic work or in any sort of healing work, or utilizing people's tools or resources, things like that, to clear things for you. And then I feel like things are going to like move forward quite quickly with the Knight of Swords at the bottom. I feel like though you're trying to rush, you're almost like trying to push, and there could be kind of this like erratic energy. Some of you could also be kind of like, the Knight of Swords can be kind of like this aggressive type of angry type of energy, like confrontational. So some of you might also feel like your tolerance for things is very low. because you're struggling with this. Like you're struggling in your own stuff, and then it's like making it hard for you to kind of like have capacity for other things. But I feel like, yeah, something needs to be cleared here. Yeah, look at that. We have inner power. This is the door. It says, by your own command, you brought yourself here, and at this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. So this is about you, as I keep dropping this is about you like accessing your inner power. Yeah, bottom of the deck, it's interesting too. We have freedom flows. Don't hold yourself back from worldly freedom. Dream grand things for divine sacred reason. I think it's interesting that it says worldly freedom. That makes me think of the World card and the fact that it's in reverse. You don't feel like you have this freedom. You don't feel like you're free of something, like a pattern, a cycle. And so I feel like there's something, a lesson in here about like accessing your own inner power. And it's hard to do that when there's levels of our inner power, right? And so I feel like there's something specific that still got you in almost like a little bit of a chokehold where it's like there's a need to clear this. This is something I help people with in my Reiki. So if that's something that you're interested in, feel free to reach out to me or comment or something down below and I can give you the link. But that's what I got for you, Cancer. Hopefully that resonates. Okay. Leo, let's see what's going on for you. We have number 27 with life, with breath. What's going on for Leo in January? January for Leo. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles that came out first. I feel like this has to maybe do with like your work, collaborations. We also have Eight of Swords. And we have the Hierophant here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. And then also the Fool. So I feel like you are like trying to breathe life into something, get something going. And some of you are trying to move forward, have success, like start something new. Whatever there is, there's like determination for you to move forward. However, I feel like there's some limiting beliefs or negative thoughts that I feel like could be coming up for you. Some of you, this is like also with regards to like the people that you're around. Like you might have people in your life who are kind of negative or not very supportive, or their limiting beliefs come out in when you talk about it with them. Like, you know what I mean? Like some people put their own limiting beliefs into the conversation. Most of us do. But they might not even realize they're doing it. I feel like this is about you getting out of your own way. Some of you may need to be mindful of like who you're spending the most time around, or who you're spending your time around, or the time around, right? Like who you're collaborating with, who's in your environment, who's in your, even that you work with. Like maybe you need to kind of like minimize like who you're around at work. Some of you, breath work is going to be really supportive. It's going to like get the energy moving, get things moving, help you get out of your mind. Especially because you're thinking about your inhales and your exhales and like things like that. So there might be something that like breath work specifically, maybe some of you do breath work already. But I feel like this is about you getting out of your own way and like getting yourself out from feeling this place of stuck. You know what to do. I feel like a lot of you, if you're listening to this right now, you know what you should be doing. You might even be aware of your limiting beliefs and aware of your thoughts enough that you're like, this has got to change, or I need to shift things. But it's like, this is about shifting belief systems of what you feel is possible for you. I I feel like you're right on the precipice of change. This 27 breaks down to a 9, which makes me feel like you're right on the edge. Like you're right at you're finishing something up. And like, as I'm recording this, it's the very last few days of December here. And we're entering, obviously, January. But it's like you have the knowledge, especially with the 3 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. It's like you've learned. And for some of you, this is even like with what you're trying to do or what you're needing the courage or the beliefs around. You have all the skills, the resources, the knowledge, the wisdom that you need to make something a reality, to bring life into a situation, to start this new chapter, to do this new thing. Like you, you either know what you need to do or you have the skills to make something happen. It's just that your thoughts, your mindset is getting in the way. What's going on for Leo? January. We have palmistry. Interesting. This is the door. It says, Fortune and Tarot, collective destiny. The palm lines from birth tells you sacred palmistry. It said, listen, in little starred thing at the bottom, it says, listen to the notes of intuition. I feel like this is about like you listening to your own intuition. Some of you maybe like getting a reading or something like that might be supportive on this, like if you're struggling with something. I also feel like this is about like you following your own true path. Like we all have our own unique astrology charts, our own charts and everything, right? Our own destiny, our own path. Like none of us are the same, even if we're similar. And I feel like this is about like listening to what you are meant to do, not what everyone else thinks. And I feel like that's a little bit of that, like limiting the belief in the people around you. And like they're telling you things about like what they would do, but maybe that's not what you're supposed to do. So even for some of you, like be mindful of even like readings and stuff that you are listening to, like making sure that they're aligned and that you're not like, especially when we're on YouTube here, right? It's easy to just kind of like absorb things as we're listening to stuff. So be mindful maybe of like who you're listening to. But regardless, I feel like this is about you and your path, you and where you're going. And not getting so wrapped up in what everyone else thinks and what everyone else is doing, you know? You're meant to shine. You're meant to be Leo, right? Do your own thing. Be uniquely yourself. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I had to check something. Virgo, let's see what's going on for you guys. Okay. Ooh, we got completion with West, number 4. Final piece of the puzzle. What's Virgo need to know for January? We got the Queen of Cups, 6 of Swords, you guys got 2 more, 7 of Cups, yeah, Queen of Swords. So, okay, there's clarity coming to you guys this month around something. We do have the Queen of Wands here. We actually have 3 queens. We got Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. Interesting, we have the 3 of Pentacles behind the Queen of Wands. There could be multiple people involved in something. Maybe it's like a place that you work, or like maybe it's a friendship group or whatever. I kind of almost feel like they're just like supportive people around you. Maybe specifically somebody who's like helping you get clear on something. I really feel like you got like the final piece of the puzzle. This West card has this puzzle piece. It's like you're seeing something, you're understanding something, and I feel like this is helping you move forward with clarity. The 7 of Cups came out specifically with this Queen of Swords, which makes me feel like where you once were very confused and overwhelmed and maybe unsure of things, or not seeing, like seeing an illusion, not seeing things clearly. It's like now that's not the case. I feel like there's a transition, or again, like an ending, a completion, like things shifting for you. And I think you, even if you don't know where you're going, you're more clear about the moving forward piece. Like, it's like you're trusting your intuition. I feel like your mind is not so much like getting in the way. It also, I feel like wherever you're going is going to feel right. It's going to feel like the right place to go, the right thing to move. Like, I think you're trusting yourself, you're trusting your intuition, you're seeing things logically, but you're also, again, trusting your sense of self, your sense of your direction, your path. I think you're also starting to feel very empowered as well. Like, you're going to start to feel very confident in your decisions, confident where you're going, confident in what's next. But I do feel like you could be finishing something up, completing something, moving, transitioning. Like, you're moving to a better place though. Like, whether this is even in your own thoughts or if this is in your path of like things you're literally doing. I just feel like you're moving into a better place. And I feel like a lot more opportunities are going to be opening up for you, but you're also going to be very discerning around what opportunities you start to take. So this is really about like alignment, it almost feels like, where you're like, okay, I know where I'm trying to go. I know what I want, right? Especially with this Queen of Cups, like in your heart, you know what you want. And you're going to start opening up yourself to all these different opportunities and different people and places and situations. And with this Queen of Swords, it's like you're discerning like, this is for me, this isn't for me. So yes, no, maybe, right? Like, you're kind of like eliminating certain things based on, you're eliminating things based on what you know is for you and what's not for you. So I almost feel like you've been so close to ending something, so close to finishing something or understanding the transition. And I feel like now you're like, aha, I figured it out. This is what I need to do. This is where I need to go. Like, what else here for Virgo for January? Forgive and forget, a ritual cleansing of pain and lies, arise and waken, see a new sunrise. I feel like this is almost like with that clearing, that ending, the completion. This is the door. It's like you're entering into this new open space, because a lot of these cards have like a closed door. Yours is open. So you're ready to step into the new. And I feel like there might be maybe some things you need to leave behind, or it's interesting. Your bottom of the deck even says, bless this space. It talks about clearing the air. So some of you literally need to cleanse, like you need to cleanse the energy around you. You might also need to cleanse like from this chapter or this thing ending, or even mindsets or things like that, like clear your energy. That might even help give you the clarity as well. So you're moving on to new things, Virgo, at some point. This might be more about the clarity of it all, but I think it's all starting to come together for you. Okay. Let's move on. Move on to Libra. We have number 44 with connection, the biome. What's going on for Libra for January? Okay, we got the Eight of Swords, we got the Three of Swords. We got the Five of Cups, Libra. What the heck's going on? Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. Okay, so I feel like you're dealing with some stuff here. Disappointments, regrets, heartaches, emotional struggles. Like, you're struggling emotionally, I feel like, with something. There's something here with this connection around like your environment, the things around you. Everything in your life is connected. Everything in your life is connected. And so this is making me feel like, okay, there's a few different messages. So everything, the other one's linked to seasons. You're going through a season, I feel like right now, but everything in your life is connected. So if you're struggling in one area of your life, it's time to look at all the other things going on in your life, and is that influencing you or is that affecting you? So I'm trying to think of like a good example. An example of this could be you're unhappy with your family life in some capacity, whether you have kids or you're partnered or it's just your immediate family, whoever. You're struggling with that. You're not feeling connected. You're not whatever. There's like, what is work looking like? What are your goals? What are your ambitions? What are your, how much are you working? How much are you resting? How much are you taking care of yourself? How much do you love yourself? All of those things are going to start influencing how you feel at home, whether that's with your children, with your spouse, with your partners, with your roommates, with your family members, whoever. The way you feel internally is going to start to affect how you feel and what gets presented to you externally. So there's something here around your limiting beliefs. We have the Eight of Swords, your thoughts, some of you could be falling victim to the things that are happening to you. And it's not that you can't feel sad or upset about these things, but I almost feel like it's like you've sat in it long enough. And I say this with the most compassion, but it's almost like, and maybe for some of you, this victim piece comes from the people around you. Like it could be that you're around really negative people. I've been getting this for a few signs where it's like the people who you're spending your time with, they don't have a good outlook on things. They don't have a good outlook on life. And that's affecting you and affecting how you move through this, how you move beyond this. So some of you might need to find support. The King of Cups at the bottom makes me feel like the King of Cups typically has control over his emotions. That's what he's really good at controlling. He's emotionally mature and balanced, but he's also very compassionate and supportive and empathic, right? I feel like this is what you need to be for yourself. I feel like there's an element of you gaining this sense of control. Now, for some of you, though, Queen of Cups, there could be another person that's helping you with this or needs to or can help you with this. I just feel like you feel really trapped and really stuck in something. There's a need to process and ride the wave of the emotion. I also feel like, though, saying like going back to the seasons thing, it's like this too shall pass. So whatever you're going through, this isn't the rest of your life. Your whole life is not going to look like this. This is like a moment in time. And so for some of you, you're just going through something. You just need to allow yourself to process it. You need to allow yourself to feel shitty, allow yourself to feel stuck, allow yourself to feel whatever is feeling. Like what happens with people, and I'm kind of like going off on a tangent here, but a feeling comes up from a situation and we don't allow ourselves to finish the loop. So we don't allow ourselves to cry. We don't allow ourselves to be angry. We don't allow ourselves to feel the way we're feeling because we feel like we're judging ourselves or other people are going to judge us or we're not allowed or whatever, right? That can get to a whole conversation of like upbringing and society and all kinds of stuff. And I feel like for you, this is about closing the loop. Let yourself feel the thing and let yourself move through it completely so that you can come out the other side as this King of Cups. But what we get stuck in is we get in the loop. We don't feel the feelings all the way through, and then we get stuck. We get caught in these mindsets, these beliefs, because we hold on to this stuff. Some of you, maybe that's what's happening. Maybe you're needing to like process what's already happened inside. Maybe it's not what's currently going on. Maybe you need to start feeling all the things, your whole life, everything you've experienced up until this point. What do you need to let go of? Because that's creating the environment within you. So there might be some feelings coming up, and I feel like you just got to allow that this month. I feel like there's an element of like clearing that will be helpful for you, like the processing, the feeling, the clearing. So this says draw down the moon, this card. This is the card for it, or the doorway. It says, the forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wild, good night. Bottom of the deck, you have heart healing. Morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness. A new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. That definitely, I feel like, makes sense. The moon, interesting, is making me feel like there's like a depth that you're going to, like allowing yourself to feel what's coming up for you. But don't get stuck in it. I think that's like the biggest message, is don't get stuck in it. Complete the loop. Whether it gets stuck in you or you get stuck in the loop, don't like complete it. Allow yourself to fully move through it. Okay. So that's what I got for you, Libra. Hopefully that resonates. Okay. Scorpio. We have number 8 with ignition and fire. Scorpio, Scorpio. For January. Ooh, we got the Lovers. I feel like there's like a passion. We have the 9 of Wands. King of Swords. We have the World card at the bottom of the deck. I feel like here, Scorpio, it's like something is being, I feel like, ignited within you. I feel like there's a message here for somebody about like you need to actually let it be ignited. I don't know what that means, but it's like you could be resisting it or questioning it. You're so close to something. I feel like you could be like one decision away. One choice, one decision away from like fully aligning yourself to what it is that you want. I feel like if some of you have been feeling kind of like depleted, maybe a little burnt out, tired, exhausted, it's like you're gonna almost get like a second wind. So it's like you might get really like inspired soon. You might get really inspired by something this month. And I feel like this is about alignment, like working within alignment for you. So making sure that the things that you're saying yes to, the things that you're agreeing to are your truth, like what you know to be true for yourself. You've been through a lot. I feel like you've been through the ringer. You've been through like a lot of tests. You might also feel like, again, tired, like you've had to work really hard, like really push to kind of get to where you are. I feel like that's coming to a close, especially with the World card here. It's like it's interesting. We have the 4 of Cups behind the World. Be open. I feel like there might be something coming towards you right now or within the month of January where it almost has the opportunity to be something new or to start a new path or a new chapter for you. Something that I feel like for some of you could be exciting, but it's like the beginning process of it. It makes me think it's like an idea or a suggestion or an offer of some sort, but you might be so tired and exhausted from what's been going on already that you're like, maybe not. Like, I don't know. I feel like don't let that get in the way. Choose what feels good and feels in alignment for you. I also feel like this is a logical decision. This is like a mental decision. This is like you being clear mentally and not being so caught up of like how you feel physically or even like energetically. Some of you just need a break. You're tired. I feel like though there's like something about alignment though. I feel like you're leveling up in some way, Scorpio. You have this door. It says secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. I always have this deck upside down. The art of life. There's no sacred light in the aura of the invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. I feel like you're writing a new story, or it's time to write a new story. I feel like there's an element of like, be bold, especially with this fire energy. Be bold. It's not about what other people want. I feel like you're actually going to inspire a lot of other people by taking the path that you're taking. Because people are going to see how aligned you are, how in alignment you are. People can feel it. It's an energetic thing. I do also feel like, though, take some space and time to rest if you are not. Because I feel like you might need that right now. And especially if you're looking for clarity, you're looking for answers, you're looking for the creativity, the passion, the excitement. It can't show up if you're depleted. So you got to take the space and time to rest and realign yourself energetically, mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever, so that you can actually follow through with the things that you want to follow through with, if that makes sense. So that's what I got for you, Scorpio. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Let's see what's happening for you guys. We got number 40 with building and atoms. Sagittarius. Oh, that's way too many. What does Sag need to know for January? Four of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. And we got the Fool card. And we have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. So, Sag, I almost feel like it's funny because when I first pulled this Four of Pentacles for you, the Pentacles kind of look like the atoms, the balls on this card. It makes me feel like, again, you've been building something. It's almost like getting things together. I feel like for some of you as well with this Four of Pentacles, it's like you've been holding on, working so dearly on something. It's like you've been working on something, or you've been keeping something close to your chest because it hasn't been completed. I feel like for some of you, you're going to be completing it in January, and then you're going to be like putting it out there. Six of Pentacles and the Fool card. It's like you're putting it out there. Okay, so if you're working on anything, any projects or anything, it's like you're going to start giving this out to the world or offering it, or it's like a fresh start on it in a way because it's new. Like it's something you've been working on, so it's not new to you, but the putting it out there part is new to other people. Others of you, this feels like if you're building your life, you're working towards certain things in your life. You've been so dedicated to the path, to like Four of Pentacles is Sun and Capricorn. So it's this like dedication, this commitment to seeing something through to the end, right? Really wanting to have something for yourself. Maybe even it's money for some of you. Like maybe you've been really saving or you've been really investing. It's like you're going to start to be getting a return on that. Others of you, again, if you're just like building your life, it's like about you've been so focused on building and what you want and creating what you want. And I feel like the Six of Pentacles is saying like you're starting to reap the rewards where maybe you were getting back, I don't want to say bare minimum, but it's like an equal exchange of like what you put out, you got back. Now it's like you're getting back more. So it makes me feel like I'm getting the example of like stocks or investing or something like that, where it's like maybe your investments haven't really lost, but they haven't really gained, right? Four of Pentacles. It's like they're kind of just staying the same. And then all of a sudden you start to see this growth, right? You start to see now 6 Pentacles instead of 4. So it's like what you're putting in, you feel like you're getting more back. And this doesn't have to be money, but this is like also just your life. Like you've been working towards something or working towards building a certain type of life, and things are happening. Things are kind of moving, and they're not getting worse, but they're not really getting better. It's not like you're having this big leap or this big jump. I feel like for some of you, this Fool card is like saying you're going to have this leap. Some of you, this could be like a timeline jump. Some of you, this could also be help. You're getting help that's jumping you. So you've been trying to do it all on your own. You've been trying to build it all on your own or do things all on your own. And you're going to see the jump in this because you're going to get support or you're going to get help, whether it's through another person or just like a professional or whoever, depending on what this is about. And that's going to feel like things are really starting and moving forward. It's like it might I don't want to say out of nowhere, but it might all of a sudden be like, whoa, there's growth, there's change, there's whatever. And with the Sun card, it's like, this is positive. This is something you're really excited and happy about. So I feel like what you've been putting your focus and your intention towards is actually starting to look like it's changing instead of just staying the way it's been for a while. So there's growth here in your life to some capacity. But I feel like it's because of your dedication. What else here for Sag? We have intuition, simple, complex, words of pain or words that heal. You come to know truth by the way that it feels. So trust yourself, trust your intuition. Whatever you're getting, the help, resources, whatever, it should feel good. It should feel natural. It shouldn't feel forced. It shouldn't be something that makes you overthink things all the time. Like that's our ego instead of our intuition, if that makes sense. We do also have birth, which makes me think, this is at the bottom of the deck, it makes me think of the Fool card. And it says, another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings to you. So I feel like, again, there's the more that you follow your intuition, and I feel like that's why you've been building this for so long, because it feels like the right thing to put your energy towards. It's like you're going to start to see that pay off here. So I like that for you, Sag. Okay. I'm just going to get some lip chat. Sorry if that was loud. We're going to move on to Capricorn. So let's see. Capricorn. You got number 3 with beginnings and east. So what's interesting is I feel, I don't know the exact dates, so don't quote me on this. But right now, I'm pretty sure Capricorn, and I know this because I'm a Cap rising, so I've been paying attention. Venus, Mars, for sure, our inner sign, maybe even Mercury. Obviously the sun. Happy birthday if you're a Capricorn sun. It's like there's a lot of planets in our sign right now. And so you might be having, like, you're feeling like you're getting started, you're moving things, you're like, things are moving forward. What's going on for Capricorn? Yeah, Knight of Wands. 2 of Wands, and then we have the 10 of Wands. Okay, so you're definitely feeling inspired, feeling like you're wanting to take action, move forward with things. You might be feeling kind of impulsive too, like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, like taking action on all these different things. I feel like the biggest thing with this 10 of Wands coming out is like making sure that you're not burdening yourself too much, like overworking or putting too much on your plate, stressing yourself, exhaustion. Like, make sure that like there's sustainability. Or if it's not about sustainability for you and you do want to take action on these things, like maybe have a little bit of a plan of like, what does this look like in the future? So with the 2 of Wands, again, it's like there's this planning that maybe needs to happen here to make sure that you are like not overdoing it, I feel. There's an element of like knowing how to manage your energy through all this. I feel like there's a lot of inspiration. There's a lot of passion. Obviously, it's all wands energy. So there's this passionate, creative, inspired energy about you right now that you're really wanting to move forward with things, really wanting to maybe start things, initiate things, go for things, right? But I feel like the biggest thing is like down the road, we don't want to be exhausted or burnt out because we took on too much. So just being mindful of that. There might be an element of like needing to plan to kind of delegate things or plan things out so you can like space things out as well. But I think you're really excited. Some of you could also be thinking of like traveling or moving or changing something, like shifting something here. We also have the World card at the bottom of the deck. So it's like you're closing things out. You're completing things. You're shifting. You're changing. And I feel like you're ready for what's new. You're ready for what's next. And I feel like you're going for it. Nothing's holding you back. Again, just be mindful of that. Like, I don't want to take on too much, or making sure that you're not taking on too much. And not feeling like you have to like, don't overextend yourself as well. Like if you have a lot of things that you're inspired and want to take action on and do things, like don't feel like you have to say yes to other things that you don't want to do, you know? Like feel free to set boundaries with people, places, or situations where you're like, you know what, that's not my focus right now. So like, can we just like postpone this or change this, or can I not do it at all? You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like you're coming out of the gate hot here, Capricorn. Really moving forward in a really excited, positive way. We have Bless This Space coming out, which this is the doorway card. It says, your sacred space holds the soul to bear. Palo Santo or sage will clear the air. So yeah, clearing your space, clearing the energy, making sure you're not taking on too much. Some of you cleansing and clearing will be really helpful to make sure you're also not energetically taking on too much. So sometimes we can really take action towards things. We can feel really excited, motivated, all that kind of stuff. But we can also feel, we can absorb. That's the word I'm looking for. Absorb a lot of energies. So making sure you're clearing and cleansing and you're not taking on too much energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, at all. I feel like this is about you, Capricorn. It's about you and your time and what you really want to create for yourself and what you want to have for yourself. So like, don't let other people, some of you are really also going to be like leaving comfort zones. Like you're really going to be expanding the way you do things, the way you live your life. And so I feel like that might also be calling for like different forms of support as well. So that's what I got for you, Capricorn. Hopefully that resonates. Okay. Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you guys. What's going on for Aquarius in January? We have number 35 with fecundity and rain. This card actually talks about abundance. Ooh, we got the magician. We got the Wheel of Fortune. And then we got the Two of Pentacles. So there's some good luck, some good change with the King of Wands. You might be feeling very inspired right now. Very passionate is kind of the word I'm getting. You might also, though, at the same time have a lot going on. I feel like there's really positive change with the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you're in your power. You're in your wheelhouse. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're in your energy. You feel like you're in your space. You've got the skills, you've got the ideas, you've got the passions, the everything you need, the desire, the willpower to make things happen, to create change. Some of you are manifesting this change though. This is not something maybe you're actively changing or doing. It's more of like, I'm manifesting and creating my own reality. Some of you, though, what you're manifesting is going to come with choices. You might have to make decisions. Things could be changing in your world. Things are changing in your environment, your jobs, your relationships, your whatever. And you might have to be like, ooh, I might have to make a decision. Something might have to go, right? I might have to shift and change and make decisions, because now new things are coming in and I have to make space or, you know, say no to certain things. I might not be able to juggle all of these things. You might be able to juggle some, but for some of you, you're having to make decisions on like, okay, well, what needs to go so that I can keep this in my life? Yeah. King of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. You're going through a shift. I feel like you're feeling very abundant at this time for sure. Like there could be a lot of opportunities. Some of you even multiple opportunities or things coming in towards you where you have to even make a decision of like, what do I say yes to? Okay. I feel like there's a lot of like, it's like things are just pouring down on you and in a good way. It's like you're getting a lot of like, again, a lot of manifestation, a lot of downloads, a lot of insights, a lot of ideas. There's all kinds of things coming, I feel like, towards you. But now comes the choices that come with that. There's a big like cycle change that I feel like is happening for you. Some of it's very fated and karmic as well as like what's coming forward for you. Like you might feel very drawn to certain things or very drawn to make a change in your life, a big change in your life during the month of January. But I feel like there's a lot of good luck for you. We have this doorway that came out for you, Aquarius. It says walkabout. It says you discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are your people, the earth is your tribe, the indigenous lessons you find the will to survive. So again, I'm getting like things are changing. For some of you, interesting too, she's out in nature. So some of you getting out in nature, the natural elements of the world is going to be really helpful or supportive for you as you go through these changes, like kind of like grounding practices, things like that. I feel like you've also learned a lot of lessons. Again, cycles are changing, things are shifting, and I feel like now maybe you've been in survival mode, but it's like now you're coming out of that. You have everything you need for these next chapters, these new things that are coming into your life. So don't believe for a second that you're not worthy of it or that you're not capable of holding it or having it. Okay? Because I feel like you totally are. So that's what I got for you guys. I feel like there's some really good stuff coming for you. Happy birthday as well for those of you in late January. Okay. Last but not least, we're going to look at Pisces energy for January. We have number 31 with depth and lake. What does Pisces need to know? I don't know why, but for some reason I'm thinking of like the number 31. Like number 31 is on this card, but I'm thinking about it in the context of like threes can be this like trial and error, and one is all about this investigative like stability piece, and then together there are four. So again, there's like more stability, more groundedness. I feel like you've had to like learn through your lessons, really go deep with a lesson here that's actually giving you a deeper understanding of, it's like you've had to learn something at a depth that other people maybe haven't had to learn at, if that makes sense. Let's see what the tarot has for you, Pisces, for January. Okay. We got the Two of Pentacles. Pisces for January. Queen of Wands. There's been a lot of this Queen of Wands energy shining through. Pisces for January. Okay, interesting. King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, this is like with you and another person. Doesn't have to be romantic. I feel like there's been this, like, you've maybe been moving through something with someone where you're overcoming an obstacle, and maybe you've had a challenge in a relationship that you feel like other people don't have to go through as much, or other people don't maybe do the work to actually move through it. It feels like there's decisions that have had to be made, and things you've had to look at and things you've had to acknowledge. Like Six of Wands, sure, it's a victory, but it's after a battle. Like, you've been through a lot, right? And I feel like that's almost like what this depth card was saying, is like you're going deep within something, possibly with someone. Some of you, if this isn't with a person, this could be the balance between you and your other half, your masculine, your feminine energies, right? Because we do have the masculine and the feminine here with the king and the queen. And we all have these energies within us, but it's like there's a deep lesson, I almost feel, like accomplishment of going deep on something. Clarify this King of Cups for Pisces. We have the Six of Cups. Clarify this Queen of Wands for Pisces. We have the Page of Swords. What's this Two of Pentacles for Pisces? Ooh, we got the Tower. Yeah, so there's had to be some big changes. Two of Wands. Like, where do we want things to go? What do we want life to look like? What do we want our relationship to look like? One person could have really been investigating and looking at things and like questioning things, and then the other person's like kind of very reflective. Things from their past, things from their upbringing, their childhood. This could still even be within you. Like, maybe there's masculine wounds within your upbringing that have been affecting you. Yeah, affecting you. And this feminine energy is going like, why? Why do we struggle with this? Why do I not feel supported? Why am I, I also feel like the feminine energy, whether this is within you or within another person, like if someone you're dealing with, or maybe it's just you, is like also working on their communication, learning how to communicate, learning how to express themselves, their feelings. It's like one person's like wanting to express and talk and like communicate and like, whatever. And then the other person's like in the feeling part of it, like really emotionally feeling things and going to the depth of that. And again, this could just be within you, like, because I feel like there's change here. Tower and the Two of Pentacles. It's like there's big upheavals, big changes, but it's like in order for you to, the changes are happening for you to rewrite the story, to rewrite the foundation, to build something stable for yourself or for this relationship or for both. Some of you, this could be just also around your relationships as a whole. Even if you're not in a relationship, this is about like, why do I keep attracting these types of people? Why do I always struggle with this in relationships? Does this always happen? Why do I keep dating the same person but in a different body? And it's like you're learning the lessons. You're going deep within to figure out why does this keep coming up? And then it's about you doing the work to make sure that gets processed, that gets healed, that gets like worked through. There could be something from, like with the Six of Cups, there could be something from like your childhood or the past that you've been through or someone's been through that is influencing all of this. Actually, for both people, being the pages are children as well. So both people have some sort of childhood stuff, which is common. Most of us do. But there's stuff coming up, the depth, things that need to be looked at in order for this to, again, this story, this cycle, this whatever, to be rewritten. Whether this is a cycle within yourself and what you're attracting, or if it's with a specific person. What else here for Pisces? You guys got two. So the first one is morning memory. Its healing gift runs a destined course. The morning dawn, our inspired source. It says meditate under the sun. So what's interesting to me with this card is that it says memory. There's something about going back to a memory, going back to the past, looking at something from the past. And this is where you're going to find what it is you're looking for, the source, the information. This maybe for some of you, meditating might help you get to this place. We have a moment's joy with this card here. It says, sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. I feel like there's something here around like, this is going to take time. But there's also this element of commitment to the self, commitment to the journey, commitment to love, commitment to the connection. And so this is a moment. This is a moment in time in this relationship, future relationships, your path. And it's not going to last forever, but your desire for what it is that you want and what you want to experience in this relationship, in this situation in your life, is what's going to keep you moving forward with this. So that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully that makes sense. But I do feel like it's something about a relationship being highlighted here. So but that is what I got for you guys. Hopefully that resonates. Like I said in the beginning, if you guys want to check out any, sorry, I keep hitting the microphone, so hopefully you can't hear that. But if you guys want to book a personal reading with me, that link for that is down below, and kind of the information about it. And then as well, you will, if you go through that booking process, you will get a 50% discount on the event, the 2026 Energetic Reset event that is happening on January 2nd, this Friday. Depending on obviously when you're watching this, this might be, I think I'm going to put this out on Thursday, so it'll be the day before we have that event. So, but maybe I'll post it earlier. We'll see. I'm trying to figure out my orientation on all of this. So maybe I'll post it earlier. Because I'm in holiday mode, so I'm trying to like get all my stuff organized so that it's all kind of coming out on time. So anyways, that's what I got for you guys. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here as always, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye.